Well, hello. Happy New Year, happy Christmas. What's the best thing about the new year? SFR restarts. Yeah, there we go. New season tomorrow, Sunday the 3rd. We race at Australia. So, let's kick off the weekend. Welcome to it. Season preview first. So, a few new drivers on the grid this year, but we will start with, as ever, our reigning champion. We've got Honesy. Honesy will be taking the seat in the Renault this year, and his teammate will be Gosiga Simper. Gosiga has been racing with us for, I think he came in about halfway through last season. Shows a bit of promise. He's got some pace. Just needs to add a bit of consistency in there. Expecting big things from him this year. Hopefully he can get a few top 10 finishes and help Renault towards the Constructors' Champion. Obviously, Honesy won the World Drivers' Championship, and he also had a part to play in the Ferrari Constructors. So, yeah, I'm expecting Renault to be up there next season. Let's follow that on with Ferrari, the Constructors' Champions. New team this year, so you got Tribal Road, who carries on his seat, signs his new contract, fraught out with Binotto apparently. But yeah, so you got Tribal Road in that seat. Tribal, been with us since day one. Very consistent driver. Just needs to add that consistency a little bit higher up in the grid, I think. But I'm expecting some big points from him this year. Quite a few top 10 finishes. And he'll be driving next to Schietto. Now, Schietto started off in the original JFR with us, and then he went away for a little while, and now he's come back. So yeah, I mean, Schietto is quick. He's quick in 2019 anyway, so I'm expecting him to carry on that form. He's been away in the simulator practicing, so yeah, he's gonna. I think Tribal and Schietto are going to bring some points home for Ferrari this year. Let's move on to Williams. Williams are full German driver lineup with FOL Freund and Rainer Zuval. So Freund drove the last few races of the season, and let's just say, if we thought Honesy was quick, this guy is is quicker. So I'm expecting Freund to be well up there every race, bringing big points for Williams, try and bring them back to the top of the grid. So yeah, they're my shout this year, I think, prediction wise, for to be at least in the top three, top two of the constructors. And obviously we know Rainer been with us since day one, and he's quick. So yeah, I'm expecting Williams to be up there. They're going to be bringing big points home. We're going to hear the German national anthem quite a bit, I feel, on the podium, but that's followed by the British, obviously. Williams, great British driving team. So yeah, let's hope that they can bring some big points home for Williams. Let's move on now to McLaren. Now, McLaren has been solely occupied by the DTLRs. We have given that seat up this year. We need a change. McLaren need a change. We haven't been race winning, so you can't expect us to stay in that all the time. McLaren is a great historical team. So they have been, the seats have been taken now by Frog Lebel and Medwards. I'm not going to say your PSN name, Medwards. Not being funny, but that's just ridiculous. So you'd be Medwards, all right? But Frog, quick, race winner, podium. He's got some pace in him. So yeah, I'm expecting McLaren to become winners again this season. Out of the 12 races, I'm expecting McLaren to win a couple of them. Medwards hasn't really unleashed his pace just yet, but I know he's got it in there. You can see from his qualifying positions. Just maybe his races just have been very unlucky, basically. So yeah, I'm expecting McLaren to be up there as well. This is going to be a great fight for the constructors. Obviously you've got Red Bull, Cornet. He's quick. He's been there since day one. We know what Cornet's all about. And then you got Will. Will has shown consistency, just consistently a top 10 driver at the minute. Few off weekends, he needs to up his game a little bit. But he's there. He's getting quicker every week. Just needs to add a bit of take the Albon out of him, basically, and be more Perez, consistent tyre management. But him and Cornet together, they're going to be up there as well in the constructors. So I'm expecting, what's the minute we've got Renault, Williams, McLaren, Red Bull, at the minute, and that follows me on to Alpha Tauri with the Italians, Oracolo and Giamma. Giamma, race winner, podium sitter. Oracolo, race winner, podium sitter. They are going to be bringing some big points back for Alpha Tauri. So there's four, five that are going to be right up there at the end of the season. Giamma, the wise man of the league, always has good opinions, always has good suggestions. And then a little bit like me and Delta, actually. You got Giamma, the one who talks a lot, and then Oracolo in the background, who's probably telling Giamma what to say. It's exactly what happens between me and Delta. I tend to, talk a lot, but Delta's always in the background, pushing me. So, yeah, there we go. So we've taken the DTLRs, Van Rocco and Delta Lima. We have taken the Alfa Romeo seat, which has been a stronghold for Giamma and Oracolo since day one. So we're going to try and do the Italians proud. You know what me and Delta are about. We are consistently slow, consistent point scorers, let's say that. Consistent point scorers in the top 10. It's always a surprise. Delta obviously he had a few very good races last year. Britain Gate, should I say, where we all thought he won. Oracolo thought he won, and it turns out that Oracolo's internet was being powered by coal. So yeah, it turned out that Oracolo won, but Delta put in a great performance that weekend, and I'm expecting many more from him. Myself, well, just keep those top 10s, P6, P7, bring the points back, and should put Alpha hopefully in the midfield somewhere. I want to be a midfield driver. That's what I am. Then we have Mercedes with Big Boy, and we have Red Dog. They are probably they joined about halfway through last few races of the season, and again, showing pace. Get used to league racing. They're going to be, they're going to be improving this season. I can see it. Don't think they've got points yet. So yeah, I mean, they're going to be fighting hard for those top 10s. Get some points on the board for Mercedes. It's nice to see Mercedes not dominating, I will say. But I want them up there. Other Brits, we've got to top all these Dutch. It's the Dutch. And the Germans now. Dutch and Germans dominate this league, so the British need to up their game a little bit. So who have we had? Who's left? Racing Point. How could I forget that? Pink Mercedes. You've got Lasse Haverhals, F1 beast. Champion in the first JFR season. He's got pace. He's been adjusting to taking some assists off. So he took season 1 of SFR basically as a testing grounds. So I'm expecting F1 beast to really be up there next season, challenging for points. And then you got Rob Strachan in there as well. So that's aka Cool Beans 7 on his PSN. Now he showed some really good pace as well. I think Mexico in the league race last season, he was up there in qualifying. He was top 5, I think. And in the race, I think he got a bit unlucky, but he still had really good pace. He was chasing. I think he was behind me at one point, and he was catching me by like a second a lap. And I know I'm not the fastest. It's not really a benchmark, but yeah, he's going to show some pace. He's going to show some pace. So we'll see how we go with that. So who have we had? We've had Ferrari, which garage do I need to head down to next in the notebook? We've had Ferrari. We've had Racing Point, Williams, Renault, McLaren, AlphaTauri. There's always one team I forget. Haas. How could I forget Haas? With Tosta Kiba, and Kachow, ex-commentator. Very fast. Loves a rage quit. Sorry, mate. But no, Haas, they're going to be well up there this season as well. They are pacey, quick. Just need to get their race consistency on. Qualifying, they'll be top 6, 7, no doubt, every week. But in the race, they do tend to slip back a little bit. So yeah, hopefully Toss the Caber can take that B out of his name and keep it on the track in a straight line rather than going around in little circles. is what it is. Is what it is. But no, I'm expecting Kachow to get some race wins. I'm expecting Toss to get some podiums and some race wins as well. So yeah, I mean, we're going to see how that goes. And who else? What's the last team? Should have written this down, really. I'm no Ted, am I? No Ted Kravitz. You've had Ferrari, Racing Point, Williams, McLaren, Alfa Tauri, Alfa Romeo, Red Bull, Williams, Haas. Can't think now. Who have I forgotten? Who have I forgotten? I think that's everyone. I think that is everyone. There we go. If it comes to me in a second, I'll come back to it. I apologise if I've forgotten you. It's not that you're forgetful. It's just I'm forgetful. Useless. So now we head to season preview. Welcome to the weekend of Australia. Australia, love it. I love that track. It's a great season opener. Yeah, it can be a bit boring sometimes, but it's a great track. I love it. It's semi-street. So with some close walls, but then also some runoff areas. So it's you always get nice, tight, fast racing. Corners come thick and fast. It's not the best for overtaking. Your best opportunity is probably down into turn 3. That's probably it, really. And then you've got the other one. It's hard because it's such a fast left-right chicane, but running into I think it's turn 9, turn 10. It's so fast. You've got to really be ahead in that inside line into the chicane. But then you've got the outside line for the second part, which, you know, that outside curb is an absolute dog. You're going to be spinning around like no one's business if you hit that. So yeah, your best bet is into turn 3. There's so many. Unfortunately, there is a few 90-degree right and left-handers, so you will get you know, and the racing line doesn't really follow, because if you take the inside line, you're then going to be on the outside for the next corner, or the outside for the first, inside for the next, and it's tricky, it's hard. So yeah, we are obviously running regular corner cutting this weekend. Again, there isn't really a spot where you can take advantage, and if you do take advantage, you are going to be spinning around, because turn 1 you could probably take, you know, a bit more curb on the inside or a bit more curb on the outside, but these curbs here, they are so dodgy, you're going to be spinning around quicker than you can say spinala, or toss the caber. Actually, no, yeah, you're going to be spinning quicker than you can say toss the caber. So yeah, I mean, we're going to be looking at that basically. And then you've got the chicane. Again, you can take a bit more than you probably would like to, but you're going to be spinning. So I think the regular is the right way to go this weekend, because you do need to take advantage of some curbs. And so yeah, that's it basically. We're going to be looking at that. I had to pause then. Rudely interrupted. Where was I? Track limits. Yeah. So I mean, no, I think it's the right way to go. We're going to be, you know, if you take too much curb, you're going to be spinning. So that's that. Hard and fair racing. Australia always brings a good race. You know, very quick, very fast, especially for a street track as well. You know, there isn't, you know, any real tight spots to lose the car and, you know, DNF. The only spot is the chicane basically. But yeah, we've already discussed that. So here we go, season 2. We start. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Some nice racing. I think we're going to be, let's be honest here, Freund, Honesy, and Cornet, Kachow. They're my, you know, top 4, I think. But there are so many other quick drivers in the league. So many other quick drivers. So I think they're going to be really hard fought. If, you know, one of them, if they get into too many battles, there's going to be someone springing surprises. I can't call it. I can't call it. The constructors, so tight. Constructors is so tight. We tried really hard to balance all the teams out to get a good constructors fight, because that constructors fight at the end of season 1 was fantastic. Well, there's 3 teams left in it, and yeah, I mean, we all know what happened at the end. Ferrari Constructors Championships. I don't want to trigger you too much, Will. So yeah, I mean, we're going to be looking forward. Hope you haven't found me too boring. Thought I'd rather do a video than write out a massive speech on Discord, because that can be a bit of a pain sometimes. But But yeah, we'll see how we go. Looking forward to seeing you all again on the grid. Get the qualifying up. Obviously got the new league rules. Short quali every week. Just because we start that bit later, it just, it means we don't finish so late, because qualifying can take the same length as a race, and don't really want that. I don't really want to be so always go out in Q1 anyway, so I don't want to be sat around for 40 minutes waiting for all you fast guys to to finish your qualifying. So yeah, no, I mean, yeah, short qualifying is the way to go. We vote every week on the track limits. This week, obviously, we've voted regular, but for somewhere like where we're going, well, wherever, decide in the week, be a Monday, that the vote will be released, and then on a Tuesday it'll be confirmed. So you've got the rest of the week to practice there. Yeah, looking forward to it. Actually, I know I've said that quite a lot, but I am. I've missed you guys. It's been a month. We had a couple of social races in the middle, but yeah, we've haven't got a full-time commentator yet. We're going to have the services of Ozzy. He'll be doing some commentating for us this season, not every week, and the weeks that he's not available, I will be doing it until we find someone else, basically. I'm very happy with Ozzy. He's a great commentator. He does NRL. Very funny, very well thought out, very well spoken. So yeah, it's good that we've got him on board for some of the races this year. And yeah, in the races he can't do, I'll take over. So be an excuse for Alpha not to be quite as high up. But then a reserve will probably take my place and smash it out and win the race by 30 seconds. I don't want that to happen too much. Ozzy, just do as many as you can. I don't want to be shown up in my seat. So yeah, that's going to be good. We're going to try and stream as many races as possible. Let's say we're going to be aiming for every 12. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Looking forward to it. There we go. Have a think. Get your setups ready. Get your strategies. Ferrari master plan and all that. Spinalis. And we'll see how we go. See you at the finish line.